My boyfriend puts more effort into video games than our relationship. That's just it. TLDR. My relationship is lonely as fuck. Edit. We're both 25, live together, and have been together for almost 4 years. We don't talk too much because all he talks about is gaming or going to the gym. And I just can't get on board. I enjoy watching gamers and playing video games too, but I make sure things are taken care of first. All my BF ever says to me is, "You doing okay? How you doing?" And I say I'm fine every time. Just fine. I can't tell him that I want him to stop and hang out with me because gaming makes him so much happier than being with me. I've tried this before and he gets mad and says I don't support his happiness. When he does hang with me, he's on his phone watching video games or bodybuilders. I talk and he doesn't listen because he's distracted. I want to start a homestead and van life, and we've come as far as buying land and starting a van build, and he was so excited. That's what he wanted too, but he would rather play games and focus on his Valorant ranking. I was sobbing yesterday telling him how lonely I am and how no one talks to me, and he's just like, I am sorry, and then 10 minutes later he's like, "Can I go play video games?" pleading face. Like, okay. I'll just cry silently in my room, and in the shower, and while you're sleeping next to me in bed. And not one time has he caught on. What positive things are you getting out of this relationship? I don't see ages or how long you've been together, but it just doesn't seem like he wants to be in a relationship. I was going to say you two aren't compatible, but all he wants to do is game. He doesn't seem to want a girlfriend in any way, shape, or form. You haven't mentioned any positives that you get from the relationship. No intimacy, no partnership in anything except purchasing the land. I would say have one more attempt at the tough conversation where you say, "Be present in this relationship or we break up." Girl, I dumped my BF for this exact reason. You just have to really sit down and think, is this what I want for the rest of my life? If not, get out. Talk to him. Relationships shouldn't be sad. If you aren't getting your needs met, then he needs to know that and address it, and then fix it. If he can't acknowledge he's doing something wrong and he doesn't care how it affects you, then leave. You deserve a happy relationship. He's complacent in the relationship and takes you for granted. He's never going to learn. Even if you threaten to dump him, he might shape up for a few weeks, but he'll slide back into his old self as he becomes comfortable again. Dump him. I was in the same place as you were a few years ago, when I confronted my partner about how I was feeling and that I thought I wasn't that high of a priority. He said, "Why would I ever break up with you? You're always here." Quote, "I've been on my own for a year now and have never been happier. Always be with someone who makes you feel like a priority." I feel this quarantine has only amplified my feelings of loneliness, especially when living with someone who's always on their video game. My BF does the same thing. A caring partner would know when to step away from the games and take care of real life. Why would you tell him you're fine if you aren't fine? JFC, you have to actually talk to him about this if you want it solved. If he gets mad, then he gets mad. But you have to put yourself first this time. The alternative is to keep being miserable until you do something about it, because he's clearly not going to. You get what you tolerate. He doesn't support your happiness. You are unhappily supporting his happiness. So, you should be ready to leave him and find someone who does support your happiness. He's either just leeching off of you and doing whatever the heck he wants, or he has a serious problem. Sounds to me like he's either addicted, has something like ADHD, or even both. It's up to you if you want to keep living with someone like that. New to Reddit, what's TLDR? This is something I've had to deal with my boyfriend as well. After a couple tries of trying to talk to him about it and him blowing me off, I sat him down. We put away our phones and all distractions and we talked about it. I am in just about the same boat as you. Even more so when we had the conversation. When I told him honestly how it made me feel, it was difficult. It didn't feel good. It's not fun to talk about your insecurities and the parts of yourself that could be considered weak. But our relationship is so much better for it. If this is something that's important to you, try one more time. Put your points down on paper. Get your mind straight. If after all of that he still doesn't want to listen, he doesn't care about you the way that he should as a boyfriend, or he isn't emotionally mature enough to be with you. When I told my boyfriend how I felt, he cried, and genuinely put forth effort to spend more one-on-one time with me. And that's the bare minimum. If he doesn't have the capacity for empathy, that's not who you want to be with. I've 24F made similar posts to this, and trust me, do I feel you. We're married, but somehow it feels I'm the only one who got the memo. He still acts like a BF. I like playing games too, but I can't spend the same amount of time as him. 26M. Playing with his friends. I'm the breadwinner and he is still in college like most of his friends. So even though I enjoy playing games, I'm really bad at them and feel like I suck everyone's happiness away, so I let him play with his friends. For months he played 12 hours daily with his friends while I cried in the bedroom, and he didn't even noticed. I was still kinda lonely as fuck. I've talked to him 3 times. Every time has been a little more successful than the other. I researched a lot on ways to talk on a relationship and made us take the love language test. I asked him what were his priorities, to rank them and to tell me how many hours he had been spending toward each. He saw I wasn't being a priority. I spends less time gaming now and asks me to join him in games. He is trying more. But try to talk about how he is making you feel. Feelings can't be helped. And if he loves and cares for you, he won't be hurting your feelings on purpose. If you ever want to talk, send me a DM. Update us when you talk to him or on whatever you decide to do. Trust me, when you leave him, you will feel a huge weight lifted off your shoulders. It's addiction. And video game addiction, like anything else, can get really bad. Either help him fuck the games off or fuck off yourself. I'm only 16 and I love games as well. I see where the problem is. I love gaming, but if I was choosing from having girlfriend who love me or gaming, I would chaosu. Girlfriend. So in my opinion, you should give yourselves a break and check if he's missing you or not. This isn't okay if he is paying more attention to games. Sorry for bad English, and you may not want to take this seriously because I'm 16 and never had a girlfriend. Been there, done that. End it and you will never regret it. It's unreasonable to expect some quality time together. You need someone to do that.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.